Hey guys, welcome back. In my previous session, I discussed about the different parts of human alimentary canal and importance of food for living organisms. The link is provided in the description. You can watch it for the details. Today, I'll be discussing about the topic transverse section of gut. This is from the chapter Digestion and Absorption from class 11 biology. So let's start with today's topic. Transverse section of gut. Human alimentary canal has an anterior opening mouth. Mouth leads to oral cavity. After that, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and the posterior opening is anus. So these are the different parts in human alimentary canal. Now, here the wall of the alimentary canal from esophagus to rectum possesses 4 layers. Esophagus is food pipe. Rectum is last part of the large intestine. So from esophagus to rectum, wall of the alimentary canal possesses 4 layers, and these layers are serosa, muscularis, submucosa and mucosa. All the 4 layers show modifications in different parts of the alimentary canal. These modifications are helpful in the process of digestion of complex food materials into simple observable units and also absorption of simple nutrients into bloodstream. Now let's discuss how these 4 layers are arranged in the wall of the alimentary canal. Here you can see the first layer, serosa. It is an outermost layer, just the thin lining is serosa. Serosa is made up of mesothelium and some connective tissues. Mesothelium is an epithelium of visceral organs. Visceral organs are internal organs. Moving to the next, the second layer is muscularis. This is formed by smooth muscles. These smooth muscles are arranged in 2 layers. You can see here, this is outer layer and this one is inner layer. Here the important aspect is the outer layer of smooth muscles has longitudinal muscles and the inner layer has circular muscles. This is very important. Outer layer is longitudinal muscles, inner layer is circular muscles. You should not have any confusion in this. Moving to the next, third layer is submucosa. It is formed by loose connective tissues that are supplied with nerves, blood vessels and lymphatic vessels. Here loose connective tissues can be areolar tissue and adipose tissues. Submucosa, you can see here, this is submucosa. Submucosa also forms glands in duodenum part of small intestine. Duodenum is C-shaped starting part of small intestine. And the last layer here is mucosa. Here you can see this one is mucosa layer of wall of the alimentary canal. Inside the space is called lumen. The food is present here. Food is passing from starting part of the alimentary canal towards the ending part through this lumen. Now let's discuss the modifications formed by mucosa layer of alimentary canal. Here mucosal epithelium has goblet cells. Important. Goblet cells secrete mucus that help in lubrication. Actually, the mucus secreted by goblet cells mixes up with food materials, and because of this the food can pass easily through the lumen of the alimentary canal. Now, the next one, the mucosa layer forms gastric glands in stomach. Gastric glands secrete gastric juice that has lot of importance in digestion of proteins in stomach. The details of that will be discussed in next session. Not only the gastric glands, mucosa layer also forms many irregular folds in the stomach. These irregular folds formed by the mucosa layer in stomach are called rugae. Very important for your exams. Now let's see here few more modifications. Mucosa forms small finger-like foldings called villi in the small intestine. These villi are supplied with a network of capillaries and a large lymph vessel called the lactea. You can see here in the diagram, this is a finger-like folding formed by the mucosa layer. This finger-like folding is called villus, and inside you can see here network of capillaries. Also large lymphatic vessel called lactea. In the same manner, all the villi have network of capillaries and large lymphatic vessel called lactea. Okay. Now here you can see one more very important feature, the cells that are lining the wall of the villus. These cells have numerous microscopic protoplasmic projections. I have drawn here one single cell to explain you in a better way. You can see here, this is one single cell. Let's suppose this is a cell lining the villus. Here you can see the protoplasmic projections. These are numerous microscopic protoplasmic projections. These are called microvilli. These microvilli give a brush border appearance. Not only these modifications, mucosa forms crypts in between the bases of the villi in the intestine, and these crypts are called crypts of Lieberkühn. Here, if you see in the diagram, this is base of the villus. This is base of another villus. Between these two bases of the villi, okay, here narrow, deeper invagination is present. This is called crypt. Many such crypts are present. These are called crypts of Lieberkühn. Lieberkühn is name of the scientist. He is a German physician. So here we have discussed about different modifications formed by the mucosa in different parts of alimentary canal. Here the main purpose of modification is the structures like villi, microvilli, they are increasing the surface area enormously. That helps in absorption of nutrients into the bloodstream. Yes, that is the main purpose. Okay, now this is all about today's topic, and here I will discuss some important questions based on the topics that we have discussed. Now let's proceed. The first question is, the layers are found in the wall of the alimentary canal from esophagus to rectum. How many layers are present? The answer is 4 layers. Second question, correct order of layers in the wall of the alimentary canal from outside to inside is? Answer is serosa, muscularis, submucosa and mucosa. In this order, serosa is the outermost layer, mucosa is the innermost layer. Now let's move to the next question. The mucosa layer forms irregular folds in the stomach. These irregular folds formed by the mucosa in the stomach are called? Answer is rugae. Okay. Now the last question. The narrow, deeper invaginations between the bases of villi formed by mucosa in the intestine are called? Answer is crypts of Lieberkühn. This is all about today's session. Thank you all for watching this. Please subscribe to my channel and share the video with your friends. I'll be back with another session. Have a great day. Thank you all.